Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joe and Joy with Chef Carnivore, and it's time for our November update to see how the heck we did with our weight loss and measurements and getting through Thanksgiving. So, yeah, let's get to it.
Okay, so
First of all, Thanksgiving came and went.
yeah,
How did it go for you?
it was good. I stuck to the plan of eating a meal before we went over to our family's house and then sticking to just eating turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that went well.
Yeah, that's what I did too. Pretty much, just eat first, then just eat turkey. Then we brought some turkey home with us and had a little bit of turkey a little later on in the day, and a little bit of ham.
Yeah.
So we just stuck to the meat of the Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty cool. So that worked out good, and we got a lot of thoughts and experiences and suggestions from people who have done Thanksgivings in the past, or what they're planning on doing this year to get through it carnivore style. And we appreciate everyone's thoughts and experiences. It was helpful and motivating to hear other people kind of dealing with the same stuff we are. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. So Thanksgiving was uneventful and didn't cause any issues for us, but let's talk about how our November results were. So my thing November, I wanted to focus on one meal a day and try to stick mainly with beef, and I think I did pretty good sticking mainly with beef. I ate a lot of ground beef, a lot of burgers, some steak. Yeah, that's about it. And then I still had a little bit of like chicken when I was feeding it to my son Jack, but for the most part, I stuck with beef. Towards the end of the month, I started, throwing a little bit of shredded cheese into my ground beef, and which I didn't want to do start with the starting of the month, because I know I wasn't really reacting great to dairy, but it was just one of those things where I started going a little loosey-goosey at the end, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of how the month ended. I'm not sure why that is. But I still ended up losing 6.2 pounds, which brings me to a total for the entire 4 months we've been doing this of 43.6 pounds. And then I also lost just under 3 inches in November, which brings total to 26 inches overall for the 4 months. So it's about 44 pounds total, which is about 11 pounds a month, and that average is skewed because of that first month. But this month was a little better than my October and September by a little bit. So I feel like it's starting to go up each month as I'm starting to tinker and get back closer to what I did in the first month, which is like, why don't I just do what I did the first month? I lost a ton of weight the first month, and I've lost the less every time. And the closer I get back to what I did first month, the more weight I lose. So obviously that's what works best for me personally. But yeah, I was somewhat happy with that. I still think it's about half of where I want it to be as far as weight goes, but I only have so much control over the weight aspect of it. The thing I have control over is the decisions that are made each day, like what I'm eating or how much I'm eating or what time I'm eating or if I'm fasting. Like those are the things I have control of. What the scale says is a little bit out of my control. I can only control the things I can control. So the scale is what it is, but I do feel like I can tighten up my OMAD, because that seems to be what works best for me. Like when I'm truly just eating one meal a day, I feel like I lose weight a lot faster than if I'm sneaking in a snack like later on at night because I've got a little bit of munchies going on or whatever. But
yeah, that's the hard part for me. It's like, especially with these long haul kind of marathon health transformations, is that like keeping your head in the game every single day, especially because like I've noticed that when I don't wake up and kind of like mentally go over my plan for the day, then I go into the day not having a plan, and then it's like, oh, I'll start drinking coffee right now, and then I put half and half in it, so that starts my eating window. And then if I jump on a call for work and then I don't have a meal until 9 o'clock, or I grab something small, I like just extend out that eating window. And then it's like, if I didn't eat enough at that 9 o'clock window, I definitely want to eat more when I can, and that might be later in the day. So it just like throws that all off. And I definitely noticed too, because here I'm thinking like our son loves cheese, and so I got him some like cheese slices at the grocery store, or I got him some string cheese because I thought, oh, that's a perfect snack that we can have on the go. And I ended up eating a majority of the cheese sticks, and they were like you said, like the late night munchie thing. Or I noticed I was at Trader Joe's and I was buying the healthy beef sticks, and it's like, these are good snacks, but I'm not going to need a snack if I am doing 1 meal a day or 2 meals in a eating window. So I think I kind of just fell off the wagon a little bit, but like I have to figure out how to recommit to get motivated every day to like stick to, like you said, 2 meals in a small eating window, or like 1 meal a day is what I ultimately want to get to. And so that's going to be my goal for December, is to try to stick with that 1 meal a day.
Yeah, and when Joy says falling off the wagon, she just means like cheese and
my
beef
plan.
sticks outside of one eating window. It was all still carnivore.
Right.
And still, and how did you do as far as your results?
So I did good. So I weighed myself on the 30th, but I didn't take my measurements. So I had lost a total of 4.2 pounds, which brought me to, let's see, 24.8 pounds total for all 4 months. But I did my measurements today, and I weighed myself, and I had lost a pound. So, but I'm not going to count that for the month of November.
But December's off to a good start.
Yeah.
You've already lost a pound.
Totally. Yeah. And then I lost 1 inch in November, which brought me to a total of 12.5 inches. So again, it's still great progress. It's just a little bit slower than where I'd like it to be, especially because, I have, 100 pounds total that I want to lose. And it's just, if I keep kind of doing this slow go of it, it's just going to extend it so much longer before we get into like maintenance mode and stuff. So
one nice thing with where Joy's at, November was a month where there's a lot of people who began like noticing that she lost weight, and I can really tell, like she'll walk on and be like, wow, you look a lot smaller than you did when you started. So that's always a fun place to get to, where it's noticeable that you're losing weight.
Yeah.
And then the other thing for December that I just want to just make sure I'm committed to like 1 meal a day, because for me that works really good. I know other people who have commented that says they didn't do OMAD and they lost plenty of weight. So you just got to find out what works for you. And over 4 months we've been doing this. It's been pretty clear for me that my body responds the best to 1 large meal a day, and really sticking to that 1 large meal a day. And then I really want to keep like the kind of the fringe carnivore stuff, like cheese. I just really commit to like eating super clean and just getting back to like that first month where I was just doing more of like a lion diet style, and just seeing if I can get some momentum on the scale.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's kind of, I know that when we eat bacon, or like when I am like cooking up a pack of bacon, that always seems to do a little stall as well, even though it's like bacon's so freaking good.
I think we overeat it too.
Yeah. So I think that might be something where I'll lay off on that, a little bit. And then I enjoy the burgers for sure. The ground beef, the burgers, steak. I was getting a little burnout on steak, but then when you made those last ones, it's like, okay, I like the steak again. So I think maybe, and also like helping budget wise, like if we do burgers and then like do steak a couple times a week or whatever, then that should be good.
Yeah.
One thing I'm actually curious about trying, and I've had it before, but I'd like to do some lamb. Even if we do like a lamb burger or some like lamb, what are they called? Lamb chops or
lamb chops.
Yeah.
Do a leg of lamb.
Yeah.
Do a cubed up shoulder in a stew, or there's all sorts of.
Ways to do that.
Lamb chops or lamb loin is kind of the most common thing people think of with the bone the
Yeah.
the French bones. You
Cool.
can even throw some into ground beef
And do
where
kind
it's
of a
like
blend.
a blend, so it's not quite as strong, but you're still getting that like kind of funky lamb
Yeah.
flavor in it. That is good.
That might be kind of fun.
Yeah, so December is here. Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing as Thanksgiving. Just got to have a plan in place of how you're gonna navigate the troubled waters of holidays.
Yeah.
And it worked great for Thanksgiving, so we'll have to do the same thing for December. We'll probably do a video the week before, just kind of talking about what our plan is for Christmas. So again, if you guys have any thoughts or things that you've done in Christmases past that have helped you make it through, or little like hacks or tricks that have worked good, or what your strategy was, we would love to hear it. And yeah, throw it in the comments.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, Christmas at my family's house is just like landmines. There's my dad's gumbo, there's tamales, you know, there's not a lot. I mean, they do a ham, but it's like a honey baked ham. So we'll definitely have to go prepared and possibly even bring something to contribute that's like, I think one of the viewers said something about like, I'm gonna eat ribs and more ribs. Maybe we should just bring some like a platter of ribs. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so yeah, shoot a comment to us to let us know what works for you or what your plan is this year. And then if you're interested in seeing how we do in December, or you want to see one of the cooking videos I put out, go ahead and subscribe. That helps us out, helps our channel out. And give it a thumbs up, like it if you did like it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Thanks.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.